Okay, what's up, folks? I know that we are just on the loom of Attack on Titan, Season 2, Episode 3, but I just wanted to fit my thoughts in for the second episode. Um, I was a bit late, but I decided to do this because I've been hearing from a lot of people and reading that a lot of people didn't really like the second episode of the season, and they're saying for an episode that that is going to be apparently 12 episodes, um, it should have been a lot more exciting. But I think that this episode is one of those needed episodes, the type of episode that serves to kind of give characters like, say, Sasha or Potato Girl, like, more character development because she kind of seemed like a gag character or comic relief before this episode, in my opinion. And this episode kind of gives her a little bit of depth in her character. Basically, we start off with the episode. We see the squad, so we see Eren, Mikasa, and see our boy Levi. They're heading off on a mission with, I'm losing her name right now, but the Tracy chick that's with Pastor Nick right now. And the revelation that Titans are inside of the wall is finally told, or they're basically talking about that point now. And for me, the fact that Titans apparently are either inside or made the wall, similar to what Annie did on the last episode of Season 1, is just nuts. I have a hard time believing that Titans could be what creates that wall, because if you look at the wall, it looks like bricks. Even if they could harden themselves, why do they look like bricks? So I'm really curious to find out the answer there. Further than that, it's basically a Sasha episode. So we find out about Sasha's homeland and how she's basically like a country bumpkin. She's a hunter, more or less, and she didn't really want to leave. All she really knew how to do was hunt, but she decided that she wanted to join the armed forces, for whatever reason, I guess because her people were probably being eaten. Yikes. So she did that. She faked like an accent, was basically being fake, and Ymir basically pages her, says, "Bitch, you know you're from the country, stop talking like an idiot." And we have this whole scene of her just kind of getting just torn up by Ymir. Ymir is a funny character. Anyways, further than that, it's not a very eventful episode, further than the fact that she goes back, she sees a Titan just casually eating a disabled woman as her kid just sits there and watches, and that was terrifying because the kid's like literally just watching, like paralyzed in fear basically. It's basically watching their guardian or parent just get eaten. Like that was like one of the most disturbing eating scenes I might have ever seen in Attack on Titan, and that's saying a lot if that's like one of the most disturbing ones. But yeah, this Titan originally didn't really look even like a Titan. It looked really humanoid, which is, I just think, like an ongoing thing this episode, that they keep hinting that, okay, here's my theory. I've read some parts of the manga, but nothing pertaining to this. This is simply a theory. I feel like Titans were originally humans or something like that at some point. Because even if we go further, after Sasha grows some balls, well, not really balls, whatever you would call it, and decides to take on the Titan head on, like straight up, going for the eyes to buy some time to save the girl. She finds her family and her dad, or who you find out is her dad, who's proud of her, which is pretty cool. But yeah, after that we go, and it's Connie's part of the episode. We finally get some character development for Connie too. He's really concerned about his homeland, rightfully so, because he goes there and his house is destroyed and there's a freaking Titan like laying there. Now, as to my point that I was getting to, that Titan had like the same color eyes as him. That's gotta be one of his family members. I don't know how it happened, but there's no other explanation as to how a Titan just appeared there. I think Connie knows it because they were looking at each other. And I think in the preview, it's almost like the Titan talks. Probably not, because I think only the ape Titan's capable of talking, but you get my point. Some crazy shit going on. And especially that ending credits sequence, that is fucking freaky. Like, that is ridiculous. Like, that gives me the chills, dude. Because if you look at the visuals, like, you could literally see it's like people going to be sacrificed or sacrificing themselves to probably turn into these disgusting Titans. And that's just fucking weird, bro. I just have a feeling there's going to be a lot more shifters coming forward, but I think that this was one of those episodes we needed for character development. Maybe we're going to get some Reiner and Berthold character development at some point. In fact, I'm sure we will, but yeah, I think this was one of those needed episodes. So even though I won't say it was like extravagant like the first episode, I'm going to say it was a good episode and I liked it. And I'm really excited to see what's going to happen tomorrow, because that is really freaky that a Titan looks like Connie's family. So I need some answers, Sway. I need some answers. Anyways, that's it for today's review. And if you like the video, you can go ahead and subscribe. I'll be either reviewing or reacting to the entire series, and I also do other reviews, like One Piece. So if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like, sub, or a comment. Give me your thoughts. That's it, and happy Good Friday, happy Easter.